right, guys. Good morning. It's Sunday, man. It's a Sunday after Thanksgiving. I know I've been off the air for a minute. I just spent some time with the family, the holidays and all. Just got back in, last night, and yeah, so back to it now, y'all. I'm gonna go over here and y'all have seen my place where I take debris and stuff. But the thing about, when I take debris over there, such as, trees and stuff, y'all seen me over there at my burn spot. Well, I gotta burn it, man, because that's the deal. I can't just take debris, trees and stuff over there and not burn them. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today. Well, this morning, just gonna get a nice little burn going, and and it's something I can do by myself. I'm gonna definitely be taking the Bobcat to the shop. I talked last week about, I'm gonna do a little more marketing with the Bobcat, and so that's what I'm gonna have to do to get more work. But right now the Bobcat it needs some work. It needs some work. Not no major work, but you can't be doing properties and leaking fluid everywhere. Yesterday I did a little bit. I didn't get no video, man, and I should have, man. I probably could have, but I never done no work for those people before, and so I don't know, man. I just didn't pull the camera out, man. I was really focused on what I was doing. So yesterday I did a couple of those bollards, like I was telling you guys, and that's the things they put in front of air conditioners, gas pumps, and that kind of thing. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but me and the owner of the storage facility, we installed 4. Now we didn't pour the concrete or nothing. We just got the holes drilled, the pipes in the holes, and he's going to fill them up with concrete, which is, that's nothing, But so yesterday, I went over there and I thought we was going to have to cut the asphalt. He said the asphalt was only about 2.5 to 4 inches thick, and I'm like, man, because I don't have a big boy grinder. I mean, I got the little little grinder with the 4.5 inch thing on it, and I got a diamond tip blade. Wheel that I've had for a long time. I never used it because I was to cut concrete or whatever. So I get over there, and I'm cutting this stuff, and it's throwing dust everywhere, dude. It's like, man, this shit's all over me, man. I mean, it's like I'm covered with this shit, right? And I still couldn't get the damn pieces to come out. I cut them small, I cut them big. I just couldn't get enough leverage underneath there to pull them out. I'm thinking, man, this shit might be 12 inches thick for all we know, and for all I know. The owner told me it was like 2.5, 3 inches, 4 inches thick, something like that. So what I did is I ended up, I took the damn, what I did is, instead of me doing all that cutting, and I cut on that first one, the square out, and then we're gonna drill the hole straight down. It had to be 4 foot deep. So I basically took the auger and ran it right through the damn asphalt, man. The owner was standing there, and he guided it right to where he wanted to make sure I was plumb. And then that was the first time I really used the auger to make money with. So it didn't take me very long once I figured that, once I wasn't gonna be sitting there cutting it with a damn grinder, man, because that was terrible, dude. Terrible. And it wasn't thick, so and it's relatively fresh asphalt. So my thinking was, well, I'm gonna try it, and he was down with it too. He said, well, if we break those those replaceable teeth on the end of the bit, he said, if we break one or break them doing this, then I'll replace them for you, Ray. And I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. I probably would have done it anyway, y'all, because that asphalt was soft. And I just went real slow, man, and it went, I tell you what, it went right down through there, and it went down through the asphalt. I guess they put crush and run under the asphalt, through the asphalt, through the crush and run, and down into the red clay, man. And we did 4 of them in 2 hours, you know. So, you know, I didn't make a lot of money on that job. I could have made more money, but there's a couple reasons why I didn't charge that much. Well, number one is I didn't know, and he knew that I didn't know, and he didn't know if I was even going to be able to do them. So, and he's got like 35 of them to put in. So I just went over there going to try to do one to see how long. And the place is my storage facility. So I'm in and out of there all the time anyway, and he's the owner. So I'm thinking, well, you know, maybe I get some good mojo, you know, and a lot more work around there. They got a detention pond back there that's just covered with growth and stuff. So he might want me to clean that off. There's just a lot of things that are possibilities around there. He's got a bunch of lights, you know, big the lights way up in the air. That he said if I got one of those lifts, he'd hire me to do, you know, to maintain those lights as needed. So, you know, I did it for the cheap, y'all. And I didn't lose money. I made money, you know, when you compare it to my cost. But one thing I noticed is that the machine was dripping pretty good. Not shooting out, but dripping. And, you know, you got to fix that before you can really do a lot of work with it, because you don't want the machine to break down nowhere. So today's going to be kind of the last hoorah, if you will, for the machine before I take it to the shop. I'm gonna get this burn pile going and you know, dispose of some of this debris that I've created in the last 6 months. Because down here where I'm at, you can't burn during the summer. You can only burn during the winter. It's like after September the 10th or something. And you got to get a burn permit, you know, from the Forestry Commission. So there's that. So now I'm gonna go over here and grab me a bite to eat, and well, I'm gonna grab a biscuit to go. You know, it's almost 10 o'clock. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing today. I will be solo today. I saw Bo. Well, Bo called me yesterday, and you know, from a strange number, and you know, he's all screwed up. But what's new? You know, so he, you know, the other day, last time y'all saw Bo, he got out of the truck with that food card, and the very next morning, that food card was gone. He was calling me for work. $220 in food card gone. So yeah, not cool. But you know, I mean, I ain't working. You know, he helped me for a few minutes on, was it Friday? I think it was Friday. You know, he just helped me for a minute at the house, getting down Christmas lights and just a few little odd and end things around the house, move a TV out of the living room and that kind of thing. So, you know, just enough to get him something to eat, man. It wasn't, you know, I wasn't making no money. So today I ain't heard from him. You know, he called me yesterday morning and was trying to work, and but I didn't answer the phone. I don't know what number it is, and it was late. I mean, it was late in the day, you know, like after 10 or whatever. So, you know, and then he got a text message. I got a text message from a strange number saying, well, Bo's at Wilshire Plaza at the Publix. I'm like, I don't even know where Wilshire Plaza is. Where the hell's that? I don't even know. Anyway, the Bo not gonna be working today. Bo, I'm telling you, Bo's gonna be high and dry, because you know I ain't worked Drew either, and so I'm gonna have to try to. I'm trying to keep, you know, I got to keep Drew on board. So yeah, we ain't got no real work, man. Bo ain't gonna be working because I'll have to have Drew out here because I'm gonna pay Drew anyway. I'm gonna give Drew, you know, so much money per week, man, because I got to keep Drew on staff, man. So, you know, but you know, there's a lot more that Drew can do than Bo. So, you know, there's that too. But I'm all about that. You know, I gotta. I'm not gonna be able to keep Bo busy, y'all. At the end of the day, that's what it's gonna boil down to. I don't have enough work. You know, hell. And I'm fixing to have to spend some money on the skid steer. I can't even chase skid steer work right now today as we speak. You know. So yeah. Can't even chase it, man. Yeah. So last night when I got in, I did get on the live with Float Dizzle. Big shout out to Float, man. What's going on, Float, man? You the man, man. I love me some Float Dizzle, y'all. He's an entertaining dude, man. Just a real good dude, man. You know, love me some Float Dizzle. Y'all know what the Dizzle is. But Bo ain't gonna be working today. If I don't come up with something miraculous, Bo won't be working tomorrow either. Hell, Drew might not be working tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna be, you know, as far as I know right now at this moment, you know, and that could change, y'all. Y'all know that shit can change, man. I could get home and really look at things and see, okay, we could do this, and that. I don't see me working Bo tomorrow, no matter what. You know, he's fixing to be in dire need because it's fixing to get cold too. So Bo's probably fixing to have to dip. Of course, I've been saying that. Y'all know I've been saying that shit for 6 months, man. But this week coming up, we're gonna have some cold weather coming in, and it might not be that colder weather to you guys up north, but down here when it hits 25 degrees, that's cold down here. It rarely gets that cold. So we got a couple of days where it's going to be like a couple of nights where it's going to be like 27, 25, 28 degrees below freezing. Enough to where I want to put the skid steer in the garage, you know. Yeah, and put the mowers inside somewhere. I usually keep all the mowers inside. But, you know, I'm running out of space, man. I got all this equipment, man. I ain't got no place to put everything, man. You know, I got to get a little more organized. You know, that's one thing about, you know, growing in a business, man. You know, I'm not as organized as I'd like to be. You know, everybody's probably like that. I mean, it just seems like I got crap everywhere, dude. You know, and if I organize everything that I got, all the tools I got, from the sockets and wrenches all the way to weed eaters and blowers to mowers and trailers and all this stuff, then I could probably do a lot better. I think I'm going to sell the red trailer. I'd have about $1,500 for it. You know, because the tires are going to cost me $300. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a biscuit. I'll get some footage today. I'm gonna run the drone today too, some, if it don't rain. It looks like it might rain, and that's the best time to burn. Anyway, I'll kick back with you guys, man. Peace out. All right, y'all. So I'm over here. I'm gonna be burning that pile right there, and I got a few other piles that are around too, and I'll try to get some video of it, some drone footage, you know. One thing I'm having a hard time with, I'm seeing with the Bobcat, is that when I do burn piles, I end up pushing up a lot of dirt, and I know there's got to be a trick to it, you know, but all that debris right there that you see piled up on there, that stuff ought to burn. That's a stump right there that I'm in the process of digging out. I like to make this smooth out here where you can pull a truck up there, but there's some big stumps in there, and you can see how big that stump is right there. But I'm going to ignite this, and you know, between, well, never mind. Anyway, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'll get some footage today. It's just, this is all I'm going to be doing, just over here fooling around and getting some things done. So when I burn, I burn all this stuff, and then I'll have space again to do it again. Because what it does, this is my drone here. What ends up happening over here is, see, if I keep everything burned down and keep it neat, then the owner will let me bring debris from jobs over here, and that's a big money maker when you talk about jobs to do where you don't have to go to the dump. You know, now of course I can't bring trash over here, but I don't haul off trash, so all I haul off is trees and debris and stuff. You know, natural debris, the trees, bushes, shrubs, whatever, you know. So that's kind of what I have to do over here. I have to do this so I can keep it going. And I guarantee y'all, in the course of one summer, of me not having to go to the dump and being able to charge for the dump, and me not having to wait in line at the dump, and me not having to do anything that's going to take up more time, and I can charge more money, and I'm willing to take on more work, that, you know, that allows me to, you know, bring debris over here. But I got to keep it clean. That's the deal. I got to keep it, you know, manageable. I can't just bring a bunch of stuff over here then never take a day and come over here and burn none of this stuff. And you can't burn it during the summer, so you have to do it this time of year. So I'm fixing to take the machine off, and I'll get some footage. I'll get a little more drone footage, and yeah, and we'll just go from there, y'all. Peace out.
Purchase your tracks today.
All right, y'all. Y'all kind of see what's going on here. I just wanted to get all that stuff burned up, man. You know, get it on the fire, and I'll probably have to come back one more time and push the fire up. But it'll burn all of that you see burning right now, and it's a pretty big fire. You know, so I think it'll burn all the way through. I'll probably put the flat bucket on for a minute and smooth some of this out and just push some dirt up around the bottom, you know. But yeah. So, can you believe, man, they paid me to do this shit, man? Are you kidding me? They paid me to do this, man. What? Man. But yeah, so y'all saw how I did that. Now, a fire like this, I mean, it can be really dangerous, y'all. So, you know, I want to make sure you guys know that. Just because y'all see me doing it, don't mean that I recommend anybody do this, man. Do not try this at home, y'all. I would never do a fire this big without a machine. Because see, the machine and a wet day, y'all see how damp everything is? It's all wet. So, yeah. But this thing will probably burn for, hell, it might smolder for a week, you know. But yeah. But people pay for this, man. They pay to do this, dude. So, you know, well, it's a fire, man, you know. And we got all those piles are moved now. So, but you see how the ground is all around it? It would be hard for the fire to get away. Now, it can happen, y'all. Fire is very, very, very tricky, okay? So, it's very tricky. And it ain't nothing to play with when you got, you know, when you're, you know, in a neighborhood or somewhere where, you know, you got a lot of houses. See, out here, it's hard. There's nothing for it. There's nothing for it to burn. You see, you know. I mean, it would never be able to reach across here. Now, if we had some damn real gusts of wind and stuff, it can take embers over. And yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna say what a fire can and can't do. But yeah, y'all, I've had a fire, y'all, burn, smolder, rain on it, and thought it was out. Look up a week later, and it's done started back up again. Fire is just real tricky, man. So, but I'm about ready to wrap it up. I'm gonna go home and watch football game. Y'all know I'm a damn Atlanta Falcon fan, and I'm very sad this year. So don't play with me. You know. Yeah. It actually ignited a little bit better than I thought it would. And for your viewing pleasure, I have this. Now this thing right here, y'all, it is a flamethrower. That's what it is. That's what it do. And this thing right here will, well, it's a propane fire starter, basically, that's what they call it. It's a fire starter. I don't know if they got these up north. But about 50 bucks for the damn for it, you know. Not a lot of money. And this is the same property that I did the trench on, y'all. Y'all remember the trench that I did? This is that same property. So I feel a little rain in the air. I feel rain sprinkling down on me. I love it. I love to be able to do a fire like this and the rain, knowing that rain is coming, you know. Yeah, I'm hoping this side over here will catch up. As soon as it runs out of fuel on that side, it'll creep this way. I maybe try to push it a little bit more. Kind of just want to let it burn for a minute without fooling with it. But yeah, y'all. And see, and that's what I'm talking about, man. When we talk about, you know, labor cost. See, this didn't cost me much. If I'd have had labor over here, it would have cost me more. You know. So my main thing is to get the piles up. So he's paying me to burn the piles that we got from over here when I was cutting a bunch of trees over here. He didn't pay me to move those piles over into here. So because those were my piles and I made money on the actual dump fee. So yeah, this fire is looking really good. But I'm gonna push it up a little better than that, y'all. I'm gonna go around it, and this Ray, I'll kick back with you guys, man. All right, y'all. So I got the burn pile done. Every time you turn the freaking drone on, y'all, it's got to do some kind of damn update, calibration. I mean, I got like I've been waiting 10 minutes for the drone, and it was flying before I started. I done what I needed to get done today. Perfect. Raining now. Perfect. Probably going to put the Bobcat in the shop this week. I got to get that leak fixed. So, yeah. So what else we got? Let's say Tuesday morning it's going to be like 24 degrees down here, man. So, I don't really see us working. You know, I don't see us working hardly any this week. If I put the Bobcat in the shop, then I'm going to focus my time, energy, and effort on getting some Bobcat work and the auction and seeing what is available and all that. So anyway, I'll put a bullet to the house, y'all, and this is Ray. This is Ray on Sunday. Peace out.